Hello and welcome back to another Days Gone video. And today we're going to be talking about the world of Days Gone, how they built it, what makes it tick, and how you can increase your chances of surviving it. So, remnants of a crumbled society. So one of the things that they decided to do very early on is that they're only 2 years in, they hadn't seen anything that was still this close to when things sort of blew up. So you don't have massive forests that are overgrown everywhere, for example, and everything is completely falling apart. Everything's still kind of intact, nothing is overgrown, and yet everything's in disarray. If you ride into Marion Forks, which is a small town, you'll see that everything's being looted. There's trash everywhere, but the buildings are kinda mostly still intact, and that was a vibe that they really wanted to explore, because again, they hadn't seen that in a video game. Nero is the National Emergency Response Organization. It's a fiction federal agency in Days Gone that, as the world was ending, was sort of responsible for trying to keep the pandemic from spreading. You find Nero technology injectors that allow the player to upgrade either their health, their stamina, or their combat focus. A test of your post-apocalypse survival skills. So Days Gone started with the devs asking questions about what they would do in the apocalypse, what choices they would make to survive, what would be ruthless enough, would they have the skills and instincts to do it. So what they've delivered on is a way for gamers to ask themselves those same questions and put those skills to the test in a world that is constantly coming for them in a randomized ways. Everybody has their own unique experience, and they're going to have to think on their feet. They're going to have to strategize. They're going to have a plan A, a plan B, and a plan C, all the way down to the alphabet. And they're going to have more plans when those ones go to hell. It gives players a chance to answer that question. Do they have what it takes to survive the apocalypse? They wanted to tell a positive story, so it's not all doom and despair. For example, clearing out infestation zones is one of the big things you can do in Days Gone, and there's a benefit to it. You'll unlock safe travel routes, which make it easier to get around, but it also makes the world safer because there are fewer swarmers that will spawn in an area if you clear the infestation zone. The player can make the world safer by taking on hordes. These things kind of tie together in a way to unify who Deacon is. He's the guy who's not just going to stand by and watch the world burn. The most important thing to remember if you want to survive a world that's trying to kill you is you have to be prepared. Don't let your gas tank get too low. Make sure you know where your next fill up is coming from. Make sure you've got pre-crafted molotovs or other explodables on you. Make sure you filled up as much ammo as you possibly can. So a phrase Jeff Ross, which is a dev, came up a long time ago was prepare, go forth and return. It's about knowing that, hey, I'm not just going to go wing it. I'm not just going to set foot outside my safe house and outside the encampment and just hope things work out. You've got to be ready. Time of day has critical strategic implications. So they knew they wanted to build an open world that was alive. That meant it had to have weather, obviously. And it had to have a day and night cycle. Then they decided they wanted to make sure there were important gameplay differences at night versus during the day. Generally, what that means is freakers are stronger at night, but they're worth more experience, so there's a reason to go hunting at night. If you go out during the day, you're going to have to watch out for marauders. They're going to try and knock you off your bike, or you're going to have to deal with a sniper up in a tree nest. You just don't know what's waiting for you. One of the features they put in recently is the ability to bunk down in your safe house. So you have a safe house that you start the game with, but you have to earn the rest. If you don't like playing at night, you can just bunk down and wait until morning to go out. Or the opposite. It's about your playstyle and what you want to do while you're in the world. Know your threats, then burn them. Freakers are pretty much feral animals. They have some instincts, so they do wind up. They need to eat. They need to sleep. They wind up a lot of human structures, so there's no real life there. But there's still something that makes them tick. And they're animalistic because they do understand danger. So while they're pretty mindless, there's still some root level intelligence there. Some animalistic intelligence. Fire is an important element for fighting anything, really, but from a game mechanic point of view, fire is one of those really cool things when you're building a sandbox. Because it's got properties that we all have expectations for, and it actually does lead up to a lot of really cool emergent moments. Fight is one of those things that's just relatable. We all understand how it works, and it's really cool to see how the game system pay off on a player expectations. Deacon's not very athletic, which again, what the devs think is what sort of differentiates him from other heroes of video games. He's not sprinting up walls, and he's not sliding down ladders really fast. He's not a superhero, and he gets tired. On the other hand, he can ride a bike. So the guy has got a bike. He's really good at it, and as a player, you can help him get better at it. So, hopefully now, you feel a little bit more prepared to ride into the harsh world of Days Gone. You're going to need all the advantages you can get in the brutal post-apocalyptic world. So if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe for more Days Gone videos. It comes out April 26th, and I cannot wait. They were doing a Days Gone countdown to launch, which is going through all this week until it's out. You can get the theme, you can get an avatar, and you can also enter to win a plushie. I believe I've got a video of the theme. It'll be on screen now, so you can go see what the theme looks like, and you should be able to get it. But I've been getting comments saying that it might not be available now, but I'm not sure. But anyway, hit the like button, subscribe for more Days Gone videos. I'll be streaming it April 26th on YouTube, Twitch and Facebook, so stay tuned for that, and I'll see you in the next video.